Okay, so I'm here with Blue. This is my Onyx Sundance. Her name is Blue. She's had some bumblefoot that we've been trying to deal with for going on 4 months. And it's just about gone. And now at the end, where we've suffered through some learning journeys of figuring out how to work with this. I'm going to show you the last part of this. She's already been to the vet. She had some x-rays done, and the vet thinks it's pretty much gone, but she still has a slight limp when I remove a wrap. So I've been trying to leave the wrap off at night and for half the day while she's in the small run on shavings, but the second half of the day, I let her out and let her run the big run, but that's when she tends to limp a little bit more, so I wrap her foot at that time, so she's got a little bit of cushion. I'll try to include a picture of what her foot looks like right now, and you'll see that there's not much left. I caught the bumblefoot pretty early, and now we're just trying to catch any remaining infection. So I'm going to get a few things ready. What I have here is a solution, a 1 to 10 solution of chlorhexidine. That's what the vet recommended to soak her foot in, and I have tried everything that I found on YouTube, including, I better grab the towel first, sorry. Including Prid, you know, sorry for the mess, I'm in a bit of a mud room here / bathroom, but tried the Prid and Neosporin and Epsom salt, and so anyway, now that we're at the end, we're just soaking in what the vet recommended, which is the chlorhexidine. And what I'm going to do this time, since it's lunchtime, I'm going to soak her foot for as long as I can, preferably about 10 minutes, but sometimes it doesn't always work out that way. And then we're going to wrap it. Okay, baby. So she is super sweet. I was using the bucket for the longest time, where I just stick her in a bucket with a towel over her, and she did not like that at all. So now, yes, we try to have some cuddle time. Do this very slowly, and most of the time I can just pick up her foot and put it in this solution, and I kind of have to hold her foot and set it in there, and it's warm. What a good girl, baby. What a good girl. Yes, what a good girl. Let me just make this kind of a cozy time. I'm going to try to keep her here as long as I can. So this kind of works with 1 foot, does not work with 2 feet. I definitely would have to, and I did, use the bucket for a couple of months. And like I said, she was not happy in there, but it worked, you know, just filling the bucket with Epsom salt water. Come on. What a good girl, baby. Alright, so she did really good with her foot bath. So I'm going to dry that off just a little bit. And now comes the tricky part, is wrapping her foot. And I do wrap her up for that because she doesn't like me wrapping her foot. Even though she loves laying in my lap and doing nothing, she does not like it when I try to wrap her foot. So we're going to wrap her up in a couple of towels, and she won't like this. could use one large towel, but for some reason I noticed that she seems to, I don't know if I end up doing it tighter in a large towel or what, but she seems to, oops, I just dropped one of my towels and she seems to not like it when I do that, so I'll just use a couple of hand towels. The way that I do this is I actually put her on her side. Yep. No. You don't have to tuck your head in, baby. Okay, okay. I got you. I got you. I got you. So I'm not actually putting any medicine on here anymore, any Neosporin or anything. Her pad feels soft, except for I just don't know if that's still an infection in there or if it's, the vet seemed to think it was gone, but like I said, she still limps a little bit when I leave her wrap off for a day, so all I'm going to do is just wrap it a little bit to give her some cushion. So I'm just using a little bit of the, I don't know what this is called, the stretchy, it's not elastic, well I guess it's kind of elastic, just to go underneath the vet wrap. No, come on baby. Alright, okay. Let's do this. Doesn't give me much room here. Definitely a little tricky doing this by yourself. If you have help, it's better. But sometimes you do what you gotta do. No, no, no. Just stay. I got lucky that time she didn't pull off her wrap. Now this is, I actually leave this a little bit looser now that she's on the mend. I want it to get some air. Again, it's just for some cushion that I'm doing this. Oh, are you gonna poop on me? And I have all my stuff ready. And then I kind of stick it together a little bit, make sure it's sticky since I make it a little looser. No, I know, I know. And I put one little strap of tape just to hold it, keep it from coming apart. I don't usually have any issues with it coming apart. What a good girl, baby. Good girl. I know she'll jump out when I release her. All right. Okay. Okay, baby. I know. I know. There you go. Woo. I forgot to turn my headlamp on, and I still got the job done. Good job, Blue. You did so good. Let's get that stuff out of the way. You did so good, baby. You did so good, Blue. Yes, you did so good. So one of the biggest things I think I learned in working with her for this Bumblefoot is initially the first, I don't know, it's extremely stressful for me, extremely stressful doing this by myself. And I even tried, I have these little hammocks that I bought. Don't go over there, baby. Really cute, and you put them inside here, and you put their legs come through here, and then they just hang. I have her hanging from a ladder that I put in the center, and it worked a little bit, but I think it's a little bit big. But this did work really pretty well. I also have tried some little neoprene booties to put on her, but they're kind of expensive, and I have to keep them washed, and so it's not as easy to, and they're kind of difficult to put on because she has a couple of extra claws on her feet. Her breed has extra claws, but this seems to work pretty well. And now that I've learned to calm down myself, she responds so much better. Just slowing down. I love you, baby. Are you gonna poop? There she goes. Oh my goodness, that's gross. Okay, get down so I can turn off the camera. Come on. Get down, baby. And clean up your mess. Oh. Alright, so I am back to remove her wrap, and it's about an hour before sunset. I would normally wait until just after sunset, but I have a prior engagement, so we're going to go ahead and do this early. And all I'm going to do is just remove the wrap and then soak her foot for another, again, as long as I can, preferably 10 minutes. And then I will keep her the rest of the evening in the smaller run on softer ground so her foot can kind of get all of her strength back from being wrapped. I forgot to mention earlier, one of the reasons the vet wanted the foot unwrapped for a while on softer ground is just because she'd lost some of her strength from having kept it wrapped for so long. So that's part of what I'm trying to get her back to. So I do need my headlamp now. And glasses, because I'm getting old. All right, baby girl. And I am cutting. You'll notice I'm pointing it towards her foot, but I'm pulling the wrap away from her foot, so I'm being very careful not to get close to her foot with the blades. I could wrap her up in the towels, but She hates it so much. And I may have to if she starts to wiggle around too much. Nope. You gotta stay, baby. You just gotta stay. Yes, you gotta let me unwrap. Her feathers kind of get in the way of me seeing it. Nope. Alright. You're okay. You're okay. Alright, baby. Good girl. Good girl. What a good girl. Yes, you are. You're such a good girl. Now when my vet did this, she actually unwrapped the wrapping. Nope. But Blue almost seemed, well, I feel like she made a much bigger fuss that way. All right, good job, baby. Good job. Good job. Okay. Okay. Nope, nope, nope. You're gonna stay. Come here. Stay here. Look at that. It's falling right off. Good job, Blue. Good job. And now I can turn the headlamp off because it kind of bothers her. Yeesh. Yeesh, good job. Now we can soak your foot. All right, let's see how she does here. Good job. Good job. Such a good girl, Blue. You're such a good girl. Now, are you done? Okay, okay, okay. Let's put this aside. Okay, let's dry off your foot. And that's it. The chlorhexidine. This is the chlorhexidine solution. I bought it at Big R. It comes in a gallon jug, but I think you can get it in any of the like farm store, feed store. It's just an antibiotic solution. It's used to treat all sorts of farm animals, but chickens included. So it's a 1-to-10 ratio. One part chlorhexidine to 10 parts water. I go in tablespoons since I'm doing it in this little plastic container. And that's it. If you have any questions or comments that could help me, or questions that I can answer, please let me know. Have a great day.